So today I'm going to be doing the Would You Rather tag by, I don't actually know who created it, but I saw it on Lindsey Rey's channel. And I thought it was kind of interesting, kind of fun. I like the idea of doing some sort of booktube tag. I wasn't sure which one to start with, and I just happened to run across this one. This is the one I'm going to do. I apologize. I had to write everything down because there was going to be no way I was going to remember. So these are basically 10 would you rather questions based around books. The first one is, would you rather read only trilogies or standalone novels? This is a pretty easy one for me. I would pick trilogies. I would also like for it to have maybe said multi-volume series instead of just trilogies. I'm someone that loves big series, that loves big books, that loves big stories. I was ecstatic when I got Inheritance, which is the last book of the Inheritance cycle by Christopher Paolini, and found out it was over 800 pages. It absolutely made my life. I'm not afraid of big books. I wholeheartedly embrace them. So in my opinion, the bigger the story, the better. I am aware that the bigger the story, or the longer the story goes, the easier it is to get sidetracked and for the quality of the work to fall off. I understand that. I just finished the new Jedi Order series, which is comprised of like 19 novels. It got really good about 7 or 8 novels in, and then like the last 11 just all kind of fell flat in my opinion. But still, I have to pick trilogies. Question number 2 is, read only male or female authors. Part of me would like to think that in 2014 I wouldn't have to answer a question like this, but since it is on there, I would have to say male. Mostly because I'm a guy. I read mostly male authors, even though I have read the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. I read Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I've read a couple of Star Wars novels by female authors, and their names are escaping me, and all my Star Wars books are in the other room. So I'm not opposed to reading female authors. I do tend to be drawn more towards the male point of view, probably because I am a guy. So that's why I'm going to pick males. But again, it's 2014, people. We shouldn't have to pick. 3, would you rather shop at Barnes & Nobles or Amazon? I'm actually not a huge online shopper. There's a couple of exceptions to that rule. If I am buying something that I need, and therefore I want it cheap and I want it easy, I'll shop online. Or I buy lots of people's presents online if I know exactly what I want to get them. It's just more convenient. But especially when it comes to buying books, I like to look at books. I like to be able to see books. I like to be able to hold books. So I would much rather Barnes & Nobles than Amazon. Question 4, would you rather all books become movies, or would you rather all books become TV shows? Again, if instead of TV shows it said miniseries, I would wholeheartedly pick miniseries. Mostly because TV shows, they tend to carry out the story far too long and just kill it. I don't think very many books translate good to movies. I think when you're confined to like an hour and a half to 3 hours, there's very few stories that you can condense down and really get the meat of what the author's trying to say. So even though I would prefer miniseries, I'm going to say TV shows, on the stipulation that they're limited to a few seasons and they don't just carry out the story long after it should have died off. Question number 5, would you rather read 5 pages a day or 5 books a week? Hypothetically, I would love to read 5 books a week. I would love to read more than 5 books a week. Realistically, I read about 5 pages a day. I've already said a couple of times, I work 6 or 7 days a week. I can work up to 70 hours in a week. I just don't have enough time to read 5 books a week. I wish with everything in me that I did have that time. I look back very fondly on the times in my life when I had the ability to read 5 books a week, but sadly it's not happening at this stage in my life. Question number 6, would you rather be a professional reviewer or author? Part of me kind of likes the idea of being an author. Honestly, I don't think I'd be a very good one. I don't think I'm disciplined enough for it, and I don't think my mind focuses enough on one particular idea to really carry it out into a good novel, so I'm going to have to pick a professional reviewer. And as a professional reviewer, you have an excuse to read books. It would be amazing to be a professional reviewer. Then I could just read books all day and get paid for it. It would be incredible. Question number 7. Would you rather read your top 20 books over and over, or read only new books? Oh, this is a hard one. If you've read my previous videos, I've told you that I am a rereader almost to a fault. So I would be perfectly okay if all I was able to read was my top 20 favorite books. I would be perfectly content. But part of me at this stage in my life where I've decided that I need to expand what I read, I think I would have to pick to read only new books. That's what I'm really trying to do for this next year, so it makes sense that would be the one I answer. Question 8. Would you rather be a librarian or bookseller? Owning a bookstore would be an absolute dream of mine. Even though I would be okay being a librarian, I would still prefer to be a bookseller. It would just be an absolute dream come true. Question 9. Would you rather read only your favorite genre or everything but your favorite genre? This is kind of a hard one. I don't know if I have a favorite genre. I have 2 or 3 favorite genres that are all pretty equal to me. So in my opinion, I think I would prefer to read everything but my favorite genre because it would give me more choice. But it would be hard to exclude myself from reading one genre, even if it wasn't my favorite. Question number 10. Would you rather read only physical books or only ebooks? This is a really easy one. I don't read ebooks. I've tried to get on that bandwagon. I just like physical books too much. It's nothing against ebooks. It's nothing against people who read ebooks. I just like physical books better. So yeah, that was the Would You Rather tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you feel enlightened and a lot closer to me as an individual, and maybe that terrifies you. I don't know. If you disagree with me, feel free to comment below. If you agree with me, feel free to comment below. If you don't care, you can still comment. I would rather you not. It would be kind of awkward. I hope you all have a good night, good day, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it happens to be when you're watching this video, and I will see you all next time.